Hey guys, thank you for joining me. My name is Charlie and this is Yoga4Dancers. Today's practice is yoga for when you've had a bad day. So it's a really nice, slow, gentle flow for you to land back home in your own skin, in your body, from maybe what's been just a rubbish day. Maybe it's just felt like a bit of a struggle to get to the end of the day. And we all have them, right? We're all human. And some days it could just be one little thing that's led to another little thing and another rubbish thing, and it feels like the universe is out to get us and we can't recover from it because it's quite easy to ruminate or dwell on the negative stuff, and maybe actually something a little bit deeper or more personal or a hard conversation that you've had in the day or an event that's happened that is really hard to not let go of. And when we think about the amount of days that we have in our week, in our months, when we constantly go through our days clinging on to this sense of negativity of the stuff in the mind, it can really kind of linger and turn into tension in the body. And even when we have our night's sleep, we wake up the next day with it still kind of hanging on in there. So this is an invitation for you to know that you have that choice to start to let go of anything that isn't going to nourish you or serve you going on into the rest of your day or your evening. This is for you to sort of tune out from that stuff and tune into you and what you need, and hopefully leave feeling like the end of the exhale, just a little bit more refreshed. So come down into a child's pose. Allow your knees, whether they're wider than the hips or closer together, just allow them to fall where you are most comfortable coming down, and ease your way here. Maybe the elbows bend quite a bit, so you're using really no sort of effort just to bring the forehead into the ground. If you can't quite comfortably bring your forehead into the ground, you could even use, maybe you have a block or something, just a place to lift the forehead so you can rest it down. So you really want to find your body heavy here, and it should feel comfortable. Closing down the eyes. See if you can drop everything down into the earth. And notice, as you breathe here, notice any areas that you can feel a holding. Like you're holding back from fully letting gravity have you. And without feeling the sort of need to fix or change, just let your awareness sort of simmer a little deeper into those sticky places. Like you're experiencing the sensation of tension a little deeper. And then allow your breath to reach into and begin to massage every single thread. Starting to drop any residues from your day, any tasks, to-dos, memories, beginning to truly let go as you allow your breath to wave and wash through you. Breathing in, send your breath wide into your ribs, all the way up into the space in your armpits. Open yourself. And a clearing sigh through the mouth. Everything just melts. Again, long, big breath in. And a clearing, releasing breath out. Ease yourself into a table. Just realign the knees under the hips and the hands under the shoulders. Let there be a little softness in the elbows as you send your hips and your nose to the right. Circle through an opening as you lift your nose high and complete the loop over to the left as you find a cat back. And you're just rolling. Maybe your eyes stay closed here. A few little circles, nice and gentle. And then finding that cat back, we'll meet there, pressing down. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, hugging in. One more cat-cow. Inhale to open. Feel the heart broaden. And exhale, chin to chest. Stretch out your back. And then finding a neutral spine, all you're going to do is just circle your right knee. You can go in any direction. Loosen any tension in the neck as you do this, and just let your breath flow naturally. And when you're ready, stepping your right toes wide, plant the whole surface of the foot down. Rooting down, like anchoring through the heel of the foot. Walk your hands forward and a little bit wider than your shoulders, coming into this variation of puppy pose. Now maybe, as this can be quite intense, maybe you just bring the elbows down and you're just hanging here. The idea is that your hips stay higher than your chest, your heart. Drawing the shoulder blades down the back. Let there be a sense of a sort of tenderness around the heart as you let it melt into the opening. Long breath here. Sighing it out. And then pour some weight back into your hands. Pad yourself back under the shoulders. Step your knee in. Child's pose. Taking a breath here. Out through the nose or the mouth, your choice. And then ease your way back, table. Starting your circles with your nose and your hips to the left. Going in your own pace. Just a couple times. And we'll meet in that nice doming cat back. Inhale, belly softens. Go for a long arc here. Exhale, curling in. Inhale to send the nose forward and up. Exhale, curl in. Finding that neutral spine, release the tension that may be sort of lingering around the eyes here. You're just freeing up a little bit of space into your hip socket. If you've been seated a lot today, I don't know what you've been up to, but sometimes even just sitting down for a long time can cause a little discomfort in our hips. I'm just going to kind of iron out the creases here as you plant the foot down. Really stabilize the foot. Coming into that puppy pose. Go tentative with the palms. And if it feels okay, you want to bring the chin down this time, you can do. But just know this isn't about forcing yourself at the moment. You're just really using this time to tune into what you need. Taking a full breath in. Maybe a sigh. Then bring weight back into your palms. Take a counter pose. Find your child's pose. Hips go back. Take one full breath in. And letting it go. Rolling forward from here. Bring your toes to touch and tuck the toes under as you walk your hands back. Send the knees wide and bring the heels together. Just let the upper body round and you're just going to have a little sway, getting into the hips, a little stretch for the toes. Let your breath do its thing. And then find a bit of stillness here, just rounding the body as you press the knees wide. Let the head hang, maybe you give a little shake. Send your breath now into your back body. And then reaching your fingers forward, draw the knees to touch, stay on the toes, just sweeping your fingers behind you. Bring the fingertips down into the ground, press your shoulder blades together as you puff up and open your heart. Maybe you keep the gaze forward, or if you like, you can send the head back if that feels good. Big stretch for the front body, inhale. And exhale, roll yourself up. Take your time. You're journeying now into your downward facing dog. Go really gentle with yourself here. Let this be about less force, less effort. Just taking any movements really slow, slower than you maybe want to, just to arrive here. Let there be a nice generous bend in the knees. Maybe the feet are wider than the hips. Release around the neck, the shoulders. Find a couple breaths. And then see if you can lift the heels quite high here. As you pull them to the right, your left heel is going to root down, so your left leg stays straight. Then bend into your right knee, and you should get a nice twist all the way down and an opening across your left side body. Just breathe into this sensation. And then swapping over, heels to the left. Your right leg stays extended, right heel to the ground. Bend the left knee. It's like you're sticking your bum out to the left now, and think about rooting all the way down through that right sort of pinky. Breath here. And then coming all the way back, downward facing dog. Allow the knees to bend as you come forward through a high plank, and just lower the knees. Release the toes, coming all the way down onto the belly now. From here on the belly, just sliding your right arm long in line with the shoulder. Keep your left palm down as you bend your left knee. You're going to flip yourself over. Let your right ear come into the ground, and your left toes may find the floor. Maybe they're just kind of dangling. Should get a nice opening across the front of the chest here. Breathing nice and full. And then slowly coming back onto the belly. Keep your left knee bent and see if you can reach for the toes. Take a little drawing of your heel to your bum. Then as you inhale, pressing your foot to your palm, see how that starts the movement of your shoulder blades. A small lift, really gentle. Keep the neck in line as you breathe in. And then coming down as you breathe out. Left arm long. Lower your left toes. Bend your right toes and flip yourself up and over. Close the eyes here and breathe into where you feel the opening. And coming onto the belly, keep your right knee bent, toes reaching up. So draw the knees together as you find your right toes. First, hug them in, stretch out your quads. Then pressing your foot to your palm, that squeezes your shoulders, which rises your chest. Inhale. And exhale. Send your palms wide. Maybe step the legs a little bit wide as you inhale. Find a cobra pose. And coming down, exhale. Bring your hands together or towards the chest. Press over the knees and take that child's pose. Re-anchor into the pelvis here. And then slowly journey yourself to down dog. And from here, you're just going to walk your feet as many times until you come all the way to the top of the mats. Bending the knees generously. Just dangle over. Maybe interlace the fingers around the base of the skull. Couple breaths for you here. Maybe there's even a little bounce and a sway. Notice if you're holding the neck here. Sometimes we are without even realizing. And then come back to center. Just let the arms hang down. Take a huge bend in your knees and start to roll. Go really slow through the spine. Until you come to stand, press down through the feet. Send your arms wide. Take up some space around you as you sweep them above your head. Then slowly trace your palms all the way down towards your heart. Take a moment to stand in your Tadasana, mountain pose. You're just going to pour your weight over to your right foot first. Don't think about it too much. Maybe soften the supporting knee as you hug your left knee to chest. Finding a few circles here. You might need to lower the gaze or look straight on, something you can focus on to find your balance. And then circling the knee wide, take a breath in. Bend your supporting knee. You're sending your left toes across. They'll come off the mat behind you. Plant the foot down. Now we haven't fully opened the left hip. We're still drawing it forward, so we're in a nice tight crisscross. And allow your right arm to reach down. Maybe it finds the leg. Maybe it just hangs. Should get a really gorgeous stretch and an opening across your left side body. Take a full breath here. Then as you exhale, send your heart, your fingertips down, and just redraw your left leg long. Come into a low lunge and lower that back knee. Bring your left palm down, maybe a little bit wider than the shoulder. As you reach your right fingers forward, press down to open the chest and follow the palm with the gaze here as you just find a few easy circles. Breathing into the rotation of the chest and the opening of your right shoulder. Last time, come down onto both fingertips. Tuck your back toes. Lower the pelvis and lift your heart. Inhale. As you exhale, see if you can stay high on the ball of your back toes. Maybe you don't fully extend your right leg. If it's okay, you're just hovering the heads. Take that again. Inhale, drop the hips, open the heart. Exhale, extend. Come forward as you inhale. And this time as you exhale, press the palms. Step it to downward facing dog. Move if you want to move here. Take a nice long breath in. And letting it go. Walking your feet all the way to the top of your mat. As many little walks as you need here. Dangle, dangle. Take a breath. And then slowly bend the knees. Rolling through the spine, come to stand. Send the arms wide as you lift up, inhale. Then collect, prayer to heart center as you exhale. Take your time as you lower your palms. Hugging your right knee towards your chest. Find balance on your left foot. See if you can squeeze it tight. No worries if this feels a little bit wibbly wobbly. Just go really slow. Bend the supporting knee as you need to. Remember, today is all about just letting go of anything that's not serving you. Not about how much you can balance, how much you can go or force. Moving with ease, stepping your right foot across and behind as you find that big reach over with your right arm. Send your breath down your right side body. And slowly, slowly coming down. Stepping your right leg long. Lower the back knee down. Step your right palm wide as you reach forwards. Up and open the chest. Just a couple easy circles of your left arm now. And then when you're ready, bringing your fingertips down, re-find a low lunge. Drop the hips, take a breath in. As you exhale, lifting the hips, rounding in. Inhale, soften, send your chest broad. Exhale, extend. Last time, coming down. And exhale, step it back to down dog. Take a huge breath in here. And let it fall away through the mouth. Slowly lowering your knees. Coming into your child's pose. Again, knees wide or maybe drawn together. Giving in to the support from the ground beneath you. Close the eyes. Bring your awareness back to your breath. Notice a sort of subtle shift in your state. And in these last breaths, in this last moment,
If there's anything that's still lingering in the body, lingering in the mind that you don't need to carry with you into the rest of your day, the rest of your evening, see if you can view the exhale as a way to fully release and let go. If you've got time to stay here, even just 30 seconds, a minute more, if you'd rather come onto your back and take a rest in Shavasana corpse pose, I invite you to do so now. Enjoying this moment of stillness, of pause for you. Thank you so much, guys. Namaste.